Hello, my name is Rob and welcome to my review of every band playing Download Festival 2022. I will be going through every single band and explaining what they sound like, whether I like them or not, and maybe throw in a dumb joke or two. We'll be going through the bands alphabetically because I'm not a psychopath, and also in the top left there will be the letter that we're currently on in case you want to skip around a bit and hear my thoughts on any specific band. Obviously the lineup is still subject to change, but hopefully I'm recording this close enough to the festival that there won't be any significant changes. Let me know what bands you're most excited for in the comments, but otherwise, let's begin. First up, A.A. Williams. This person, who was desperate to be first alphabetically, is a singer-songwriter and she makes slow, sad singer-songwriter music. A day to remember, pop-punk mixed with metalcore. They're pretty good, but sometimes the switch between the two styles of music is a bit jarring for me. Airborne. They're AC/DC in everything except the name. Literally, that's it. ALESTORM. Enjoyable, silly, fun pirate metal. You may look down your nose at them, but don't try and ruin it for those of us who still enjoy fun things. Anchor Lane, new-ish, hard rock-ish band with a good singer and some decent songs. Animalia, a very small band with basically no social media presence, but they are a very heavy metal band who are really good and hopefully their spot at Download will give them a bit of a boost. Aaron Jones, a rock guitarist with a bunch of different influences including soul, hip-hop and grunge. As everything unfolds, metalcore with some pop and electronic elements in there as well. The contrast between their light and heavy stuff is extreme and I really like it. Banks Arcade, a rock band with some heavier metalcore elements. I saw them described online as a heavy metal boy band, which I love. BARONESS. This is a prog metal band which doesn't really tell you anything about them. It's kind of like sludge, stoner, psychedelic heavy metal, and let's be honest, you already know if that sounds like something you'd enjoy. BIFFY CLYRO. I am not a fan of this Scottish rock band. Maybe I'm just biased, but like they did Bubbles and Mountain, that was pretty good, that's about it. BIMINI. BIMINI is a British drag queen, and I have no idea what they're going to do with their set on the Dog2 stage on Sunday, but you can bet your ass I'm going to be there to find out. Black Label Society. No, this is an Americana heavy metal band. Wikipedia describes them both as southern metal and biker metal, two genres I've never heard of before. Black Veil Brides, the band that everyone loves to hate because they're kind of over the top and they're not especially heavy, but like, they've got some decent songs. And let's face it, it's 2022, hating a band because everybody else does is not cool. Blackout Problems, an alt-rock band from Germany with some heavier aspects. Bleed From Within, a decent metalcore band. Their vocals have changed across their albums from an extreme scream sound to more of a throaty growl, which apparently gives more cleanness to their lyrics, which is a phrase I think is incredibly funny. Blues Pills. This incredibly hard to pronounce band name belongs to a Swedish rock band. Their stuff is kind of groovy blues rock. It's very 60s, basically. Bokassa was a Central African political and military leader. Wait, that doesn't make sense. No, they're a Norwegian rock band with some punk stuff thrown in there as well. Boston Manor. This band I keep mispronouncing as Boston Mayor, which I think is a better name. Anyway, they're a pretty standard rock band. The music is fine, it just doesn't excite me. British Lion. This band, fronted by Steve Harris, who has another band playing at Download Festival as well, I can't remember the name. But British Lion sound very much similar to that band, except without the distinctive vocals of Bruce Dickinson. Little hint for you there. If you like his other band, you will like British Lion as well. Bury Tomorrow. This is a metalcore band. I like some metalcore, but this just sounds like standard metalcore. Again, as music, it's fine, it just doesn't excite my ears. Next up, Bush. Anyway, this is a rock band that's kind of grungy, sort of. I don't know, I wasn't into it, I was mostly bored by their stuff. I'm sure some other people like it, but for me, I don't like Bush. Cassette? Cassette? I don't know, it's a weird name. So this is a weird mix of pop / rock / electronica. I don't really know, it's strange. It's weird and different, and I may not like it, but I do appreciate that it is something that's very different. CELLAR Mooncrow. This random word-generated band name belongs to an Americana rock band. They're pretty good, it's just that recently they've started adding rap elements to their songs as well, and that is odd. Cemetery Sun. This is a pretty decent rock band. They have a song called Piece of Shit, which I quite like singing. Control the Storm. A very epic, melodic heavy metal band with some almost operatic vocals. I'm not a huge fan of that style of music, but for what they were, I quite enjoyed it. Creeper. Insert generic joke about goth girl shoes or Minecraft enemies. But this is a rock band with some punk influence and I quite like them. Dana Dentata. Dark, strange, gothic, hip-hop / heavy metal artist. Her music is all about empowerment and I don't really like her music, but I do like the message. DAUGHTRY. DAUGHTRY? DAUGHTRY are an American rock band who are like standard, they're pretty good, they're okay, but the vocals are incredible. The vocalist is the reason to listen to this band. Dead Label, a heavy metalcore band with rough vocals throughout. Again, I'm not a huge fan of that style of music, but they were pretty good. Dead Poet Society, that is a film about Robin Williams. Wait, no, this is a band with a kind of White Stripesy vibe. Dead Posey, a good band with a low, bassy, kind of grinding guitar sound, but it's Danielle Souza's vocals that are, again, the reason to listen to this band. Death Blooms. My initial reaction was that this band is kind of like a slightly heavier, slightly less melodic Slipknot, and then I listened to a few of their songs and that opinion did not change at all. Deftones. This is an absolutely huge band that I don't really like whatsoever. For me, Deftones did Back to School, and that's it. Sorry Deftones fans. The Descendents. I quite like this band. If you know me, you know I'm a big fan of The Descendents. This is one of the best punk bands ever. They invented pop punk. Go see them, they're incredible. I'm gonna be down the front, come find me. Dirty Honey. Kind of like American AC/DC, it's kind of a laid back 70s inspired rock music kind of band. Dragged Under. Some very well done metalcore, especially the songs that are incredibly fast with very rough vocals. Dying Fetus. I shouldn't smile so much when I say that, should I? Dying Fetus! Some really great fast death metal music that has some of the worst vocals I've ever heard in any band ever. I know it fits the style, but it absolutely ruins all of their songs for me. Electric Wizard. One of the best and most influential doom metal bands in the world. I can't really describe what doom metal is, so let me give you the Wikipedia definition. Both the music and the lyrics tend to inspire feelings of despair, dread and impending doom. Yay, doom metal! Fire from the Gods. This is a rap metal band which is very difficult to do well, but I think they pull it off. It's not over the top, it's just decent heavy metal with some rap music that is not too far away from just singing. Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. A punk rock band in spirit but not in sound. They sound more like an indie rock band, but they have the message and the spirit of a punk rock band. Funeral for a Friend. Fafaf, as I assume they are better known. Post-hardcore metal band from the early 2000s. Want to relive your angsty emo teenage years? Here you go. Grandson. One guy who makes music that is a kind of mix of rap, rock and electronica. It's not heavy music at all, and the focus is definitely on the lyrics and the stories of his music. Harriet? I have no idea. Anyway, they're an extreme kind of sludge/grunge metal band. Higher Power. Alt rock with a slower, bassier kind of sound. Holding Absence. Young rock post-hardcore band with some good vocals and a really good sound. Ice Nine Kills. For ages I confused this band with the rapper 6ix9ine, so I refused to listen to them. This is actually a horror punk band who do kind of metalcore with horror inspired lyrics. They are really good and I'm annoyed at myself that I didn't listen to them earlier. Iron Maiden. One of the all-time great heavy metal bands. They have headlined Download Festival 4 times before, and for good reason. They're a fantastic band who continue to be great. Jamie Lenman, an alt-rock musician who uses his voice and a catalogue of sounds rather than a backing band. It's different and I like it. Kid Brunswick, a singer-songwriter kid with a rock band behind him. The sound is kind of punk, kind of rock, kind of a whole bunch of other influences as well. Kind of. Kill the Lights. Yeah, not you. A supergroup consisting of members from Bullet My Valentine, Still Remains, Throw the Fight and Threat Signal. It's pretty standard metal music with guitars and kind of rough vocals. The band said they wanted something that anyone who is 18 to 50 could listen to and enjoy, and they've definitely done that. Kiss. Speaking of music for 50-year-olds, it's Kiss, the 80s glam metal band who have really got some good hits and are playing Download Festival as part of their farewell tour. Korn, the phenomenal 90s nu metal band whose music was adored by angsty teenagers and is now adored by angsty 30-somethings. They are still amazing though and you should definitely go see them. Chris Barris Band, Americana rock band with that classic twangy guitar sound and some 80s metal influence in there as well. Okay, and we will stop there at K and we will start next week with L, beginning with Lacuna Coil. Thank you for watching, I really hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Rob and I will see you in another video very soon.